16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action. It's Howell. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete right side to Cook. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders' 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Howell from the gun. That'll be caught. It's Tony. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 7, Commanders 0.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Scott up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rodgers going to throw. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Hardman on the return.
Dashing through the snow. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Second down, Howell now. Got his open man, it's Mallory.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
Back to throw, Howell.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ball again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, no right to boot. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On play action. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's Uzomah. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Housed throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. And Howell throw it. And the Jets pressure, 2 matches, down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, here's Howell. Wow, that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A give, running right is Hall. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now he's free at the 35. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's pulled in by Wilson. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw, Rodgers. Caught on a slant. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Powell to throw. This is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here's Howell. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing here, Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, Howell.
Escaping the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch. And I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate.